The 2025 it seems to be the time for resurgence of the protest in large number. We remember June 14 that draw millions in a street and locale Times Square, and then another 7 millions in National Mall, and then on October 18, we witnessed the No King protest. Not only protested and occurred in many states in the United States, but also in European countries, Lisbon, and so many other countries. Uh, it seems that the No King phrase has been drawn from the revolution time when there was this protest and this fight against George III with regard to the No Kingdom, which created a false narrative because in the United States, the Constitution, the free market capitalism, the separation of religion from three component and sectors of the government all points to the democracy and democratic republic. The state of the republic in the United States is steadfast, is solid, and safeguard. Some of the issue also has been rectified and adopted. For example, Amendment 22 and others that safeguard the preservation of the democracy, freedom of speech, and many others. So, creating a narrative no kings seems to be not only false but also misleading. It appears from the news agencies that was a grassroots movement uh, that supported by a number of the organizations such as ACLU, Move On, and some other labor unions such as SEIU and AFTs. And also, there has been some suggestion that George Soros has been supporting this protest and this movement. There are some previous notation that the Soros organization in 2017 and 2023 has granted millions to some of these organizations that were also supporting this. So whether those are the main causation of this, those are the main element or not, it really does not make any difference. What is important to understand is that the movements such No King protest is somehow go against the essence of United States governments. Uh, there are many reasons that I mentioned. Few of them, however, there are a number of the safeguards, such as Congress, such as court, the Supreme Court, and those organizations that really protect and safeguard the democracy. And in order for a person to become a dictator or to become a king or a kingdom has to erode all these constitutional organization and really change the whole narrative, which is almost impossible. The other thing is needs to be discussed and mentioned is the presenting this notion of the no king and king, which is goes back, as I mentioned, to the revolution and against the King George III. It somehow suggests that the Americans are not aware of their constitutional rights. They are not familiar with the government and the function of the government, which seems to be a bit insulting to the average American, since with the social media, with the expansion of the information and transformation of the technology, uh, the, all the Americans are aware and they are knowledgeable of the backbone and backstory of the uh, democracy and constitution. In order to reevaluate this, we have to consider whether uh, many of these protests are drawing from simplification and manipulative techniques to exaggerate the emotional discourse. Uh, the Some of the protesters were discussing the issues such as ICE, such as sending the National Guard to the different state, the immigrations, and every one of them can be discussed in detail and separately. That all has been done, and some of the action of the President Trump has been blocked by the Supreme Court and other judges. So democracy is in function, but also we have to remember the total sovereignty of the United States is under uh, uh, questions and needs to be discussed. Uh, I draw your attention to the era of the Cold War when the trying socialism, the penetration of the socialist ideation uh, in the United States was strong, and with the solidarity of the Americans and the safeguard that was uh, put in place to protect the democracy and government in the United States. We passed that stage. It appears that with concepts such as free immigration, open border, free citizenship, free healthcare, free many of those that start with the free, seems to be fundamentally uh, hurt United States sovereignty and solidarity of the citizen of the United States. So we have to be aware and vigilant about all of these. We have to separate the legitimate protest from manipulative activists that trying to bring ideas that does not really match the sovereignty of the United States and does not fit into our constitutional republic. So I want you to be aware. Remember these words: manipulative activist, manipulative protest in order to exaggerate the emotional discourse with rationalization of the global and globalism versus nationalism, the concept of globalization, which is more towards the uh, mentality of the Cold War and penetration of the socialism. And unfortunately, it appears that many of the liberal component of the Democrats are leaning towards more of the globalization rather than nationalization in the world that uh, we have enemies like Russia, China, and also the recent event in Iran and Middle East with regard to the concept of Islam extremities and globalization. So when you discuss or you look into these events, you have to look at the full picture and understand the underlying agenda, which is undermining the freedom and constitutional republic of the United States.